Twitch.tv is quite possibly the only website where I'm able to see an ex-Overwatch player getting banned on a GTA 5 RP server while simultaneously watching a man gamble more money than I'm ever going to earn in my lifetime on an online casino while simultaneously watching a grown woman lick a silicone ear while simultaneously watching a little person get a pentakill in League of Legends. At the same time, I can also watch an 8-foot giant getting roasted by his chat room. In 2005, in Connecticut, Justin Khan was studying at Yale University in psychology and physics, and he teams up with Emmett Shear, and both of them, they form Kiko Software, which is basically an online calendar. In 2022, it doesn't sound like a revolutionary idea, but let me remind you, it's 2005. The most popular flip phones are Motorola.
Oh, that was a good phone.
Phones. Nokia was still relevant at the time. The most popular song right now is Gwen Stefani, Hollaback Girls. And as well, most computers used to look like this. Unfortunately, their online calendar wasn't a huge success, so basically they just scrapped the project and they sold their software on eBay for over $250,000. The year is now 2006, and in the digital media industry, every network is pumping out reality TV shows left and right. Real Desperate Housewives, Next, Survivor, The Bachelor, Big Brother, you name it. All of these shows were really easy to create because all you would need would be one, maybe two cameras, a boom mic, a producer in the back making sure that everything was going smoothly, the actors, and a location. No big script like
Like me, you love to have a bunch of stuff going on in the background. Like as a passenger, it's kind of...
I get it.
Like in the movies or TV shows at the time, just normal people like you and I, some type of context, and a cash prize at the end. Justin and Emmett took a look at the reality TV show.
It really bothers me. I guess this is part of like this, the joke, but it really bothers me is holding up this massive fucking microphone. That looks really like inconvenient and annoying.
That why not host a website where people can live stream themselves doing cool things because people are awesome, and that's exactly what they did. So they decided to cut the middleman, and both of them, they created Justin TV on March 19th,
Just in time they made that.
Justin Khan was the first streamer on the platform, and he had a camera on top of his head, and he would stream everything from going to bed, going to the restaurant, going to the library, you name it. It was a cool twist on the whole reality TV show boom.
That's a nice picture.
Unpredictability. Nothing was scripted. You had no clue what was going to happen next. And also, it was such a revolutionary idea where you could type to someone and the person would respond to you in real time through video. It was amazing. Now, if you wanted to stream on Justin TV, it's not like today where you just download OBS with one click, put in your stream key, have a wish list at the bottom of your stream so that your Sims can buy a Blue Yeti microphone or a maid outfit. You have to have the correct knowledge on how to use a Flash Media Encoder, QuickTime Broadcast, which was known to crash some of your streams, and even XSplit, which came out a couple of years later. Which
XSplit was ass.
Known to be very, very demanding on 2-core CPUs back in the day. Also, there weren't 100 different videos on clickbait titles telling you how to stream, how to become a millionaire through streaming. The only thing I could find was one video, and it was a guy showing you how to stream on Justin TV on a MacBook. Yeah, the website was cool and all, but there were a couple issues with it. The first one was that Justin was the first ever person to ever get swatted on the live stream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is absolutely horrible. The second issue was that still today, if you were to live stream
England's
on Twitch,
gonna beat Senegal,
you have to put
easy.
yourself on a category. But if we take a look at the categories back then, there were obviously two categories that are very problematic. The entertainment category and the sports category. In the sports category, people would rebroadcast sporting events. Even the UFC had to step in and they sued Justin TV because people were just restreaming fights. And then people in the entertainment category would just rebroadcast TV shows and movies. But honestly, in 2022, nothing's changed. Despite all of that, the gaming category just kept growing and growing in popularity. So in June of 2011, Justin TV decided to move all of their content creators, everyone working in the gaming category, and they all moved them to a separate platform called Twitch TV. Oh yeah? The Craigasm emote you use whenever you click on a girl's hot tub stream? Yeah, that's the face of Craig, an OG Justin TV streamer. Oh, XQC let out a huge juicy fart? Yeah, that's the face of Dan Evans, another OG Justin TV streamer that moved to Twitch.
I have a girlfriend.
What is that? Did Sorrel just say that he has a girlfriend, but she doesn't go here? Yeah, the Kappa emote? That's Josh's Assassino. He would work. Okay. You get it. Basically, everyone who switched over from Justin TV to Twitch were added to the global emote list. We can't talk about Twitch without talking about the chat. What are the reasons why the gaming section?
Well, I've said this before, but there's always like, when you first arrive to Twitch, it's such a bizarre concept that faces were emotes, right? Everywhere else on the internet, they just used like emojis or, you know, yellow painted men. But this website, they just straight up just took people's faces for emotes.
We can't talk about Twitch without talking about the chat. One of the reasons why the gaming section was just so much bigger than the other sections on Justin TV, where it had to be branched off into its own thing, is that the questions were just so much more pertinent than in the other
classic
category.
podcast.
You could always ask how that person got that item in WoW, why that pro player decided to use that item in League of Legends, and also ultimately you could always ask a lot of questions, which would make you into a better player
thank you, welcome back.
Game yourself. Also, the chat was such an essential tool to develop a sense of community where a bunch of people could laugh at you and with you, which was amazing. The first real emote meta used to be founded by
look at old cutie
McCutiePie, which used to be a pro ADC for Dignitas in League of Legends, and he used to call his community the Dong Squad, which started the use of all the Japanese emoticons when you put them together would make some type of emote.
Dongers.
That was the real first emote meta, just because people were tired of using the global emotes, right, which used to be the faces of Justin TV that moved over to Twitch. People didn't want to use sub emotes because you had to pay $5. So once Twitch chat got a hold of all these Japanese emotes, no chat was safe from
Ameno.
Whether it was for raise your dongers, Ameno.
Yeah, they were big in Crips chat, I remember.
Let's build a ladder chat. Every chat would have all these Japanese emotes, and it would remain the same for the next 3 years until
Yeah.
Third-party extensions came into the meta, and still in 2022, it changed Twitch chat for the best and forever. You weren't limited to all these Japanese emotes anymore. You could type a message like a word, and that word would transfer over into a PNG message, just thanks to BTTV, FFZ, and most recently until last year, 7TV. When talking about Twitch, we obviously can't forget about the golden era of Twitch, which started in 2016 and ended around 2019. Also, for a lot of Twitch users, myself included, these 3 years solidified their love for Twitch. The golden Twitch era started when Greek would snipe Tyler1 in H1Z1, and honestly, it started as soon as their friendship blossomed when they both played Arma 3 RP, and over the next 3 years, we would see the best streaming duo the platform has ever seen. After, we got the Pokemon Go meta, where Twitch created the IRL section, which started the real-life CX where Ice Poseidon would stop playing RuneScape, would put a camera on his chest, and then just live stream himself just walking around in Los Angeles. You can't forget about the Mitch Jones and Trainwreck's duo, where they would just argue.
It's worth mentioning again that there was a time on Twitch where you literally got suspended if you weren't playing games. You couldn't just sit around and not play games. Feels crazy to think back on now, but that was the truth. But when Pokemon Go came out, it changed everything because you had an excuse to just walk around and do fuck all. You're like, well, I'm playing a game. I'm playing Pokemon Go.
Do the whole stream. Obviously, we can't forget XQC with the old red headphones, or the best content we've ever seen, honestly, was XQC with the XQC balloons at the back. Because usually on Twitch, either you go see two different types of streams. The first type of stream would be a pro player showing you how to play the game, but with no personality, or you would either go see someone who was terrible.
This guy really likes Zoil,
but he has a great personality and a great chat atmosphere. But for the first time ever, with XQC, he had both, and was just unmatched. And still to this day, I think he's very
Zoil's
unmatched.
editor?
Can't forget about E-Rob and Darion drinking in their dorm, which made you feel like you were part of the friend group, which was really great. Poke's VR streams were really fun because they were very unpredictable.
NymN is jealous? No, I'm just wondering what the fuck Forsen is.
In a sense where he would go and talk to a lot of antisocial gamers, and it was just really good content. Also, watching Wreckful just absolutely demolish the competition in WoW. Simple getting roasted by Freakazoid and ESCA S.
Why you bullying me?
And then finally as well, just
yay!
The golden era of Twitch stopped as soon as Greek decided to ditch streaming in 2019 in order to work on his health. Oh, and as for Justin and Emmett,
it's funny though, because this is like from a POV of someone who's been watching for a while, obviously. Whereas if you ask a bunch of Zoomers like 3 years from now, they're probably gonna say that now is the golden era because now is when Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross was the most W or whatever. It's all very subjective that way. But for what it's worth, I agree that back then, yeah, shit was popping off.
And as for Justin and Emmett, well, in 2014, they decided to shut down all their operations for Justin TV and decided to fully work for Twitch. And then as well, they sold
What?
Twitch
I always
for
had the
a tiny
NymN
amount
prefix.
of $970 million to Amazon. Look, in the end, Twitch has always been my go-to website after school, after work. I unironically spend 3 hours of my time every day on Twitch.
Exactly.
It's a website where I've been able to laugh a lot. It's the website that has taught me how to play games correctly. Twitch has always been the go-to platform whenever new games would release. It's the only platform where I've always been able to laugh at streamers and with streamers. It's where I've been able to be a part of multiple communities, whether normie, not normie, big or small. I've always felt like I've had a place with Twitch in any of these communities. Twitch has been a website where I've been able to meet online friends with different lifestyles at me, but we all have one common central point, which is enjoying a streamer together. As cringe as this sounds, Twitch has given me the possibility to meet online people, online friends in real life, where in the past they were just a username in a chat room, and I've gotten to meet them in a social, real life setting, which I'm now proud to call them my friends.
Wow.
And finally, Twitch.tv has helped me get my dream job of becoming an editor for a big Twitch streamer.
Who are you talking to?
And honestly, it's been a blast, and I'm excited for
Okay, well, this makes sense with this old stuff now.
Again, as cringe as this sounds, without Twitch, I don't really know where I would be in life. I don't know what I would be doing after work. I just honestly Twitch.
Well, so Zoil, you changed this guy's whole life by offering him editing work. You better keep this up now. You better not fall off, or this guy's gonna be homeless and depressed.
Is just really more than just a website to me.